So, this actually seems to be designed with no controller support, and there's some stuff you can do to make it work, but I think it's probably better for me to just play it with keyboard and mouse. I did sit up at the desk just in case I needed to. And there is some a kind of I've seen some stuff that basically shows like cursor style. I don't know if they're treating it exactly like a twin stick shooter. So let's go ahead and dive in and see what's up. So standard kind of intro, chasing down something going wrong. Not really sure what to expect from this. I heard that this was unusual. This game is supposed to be a lot different than, traditional 2D Metroid. So I'm curious if that just means that it's like Terraria controls, or if, how much is different. I know there was some showing of like some scanning behavior that was like mouse driven, so we'll see. Not super sure what to expect. Kind of curious how, like, if this game's even going to make it a release before Nintendo shuts it down. Oh, we're not even going to start on a planet? Oh yeah, okay. Alright. No, I guess we're going to be on a planet to start. So I wonder if, was Samus initially chasing Ridley, or was that just like a sudden thing? They say target has been lost. Yeah, so they have intermediary frames as you turn. It doesn't snap or anything. Yeah. And the fact that Samus's arm moves up and everything too. Yeah, there was some time put into this. It's gonna be kind of a shame. Yeah, there's a forward and backwards looking like depending on whether you're facing left or right. So this is the backwards looking one when you're aiming. And that's the towards camera looking one. So yeah, there's been some time put into this. I'm not a fan of the super high physics. Like the high gravity has always been a bother for me, always since like Zero Mission and Fusion. I very much miss like Metroid Prime or Super Metroid's lower gravity. Oh man, wall jumping like this is going to be I wonder if they even have wall jumping in this. Yeah, they do. It's just doing it with keyboard and mouse is rough. I would hope at some point they do get controller support, assuming they don't get shut down by Nintendo, which they probably will be. I'm so surprised that they post, like, they didn't just say, oh, the game's out, it's released, full game, here you go. I feel like maybe they got impatient. Oh, one thing they do that's nice is, like, when the cursor is over the UI goes a little more transparent. I'm glad games have started doing that. Oh, you know what? You can't immediately turn either. So you can't just do the super cheesy wall jump. What would the button be for, it seems like you have the ability to scan or something. Like mouse wheeling, clicking, hitting control, alt, shift. Oh, you can, I don't know if there's a limit on how quickly you can click. What's the... Okay, it's escape. I was about to say... What's the map button there? Yeah, this is just... It's interesting so far. Like, there's definitely a good deal of polish in this. I mean, it's solid, at least. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out what to make of it. I guess I'm mostly bewildered that... Oh, Chozo stuff. I'm mostly bewildered, though, that just that they... like, I can't believe this game is has a demo out. And if they don't release the game soon, Nintendo is going to eat them. Nintendo might still... Like, they're going to receive a cease and desist or something. Oh, I can't do anything with this. Definitely would like to play this with controller support, for sure. Trying to get a beat for how much of this is... when Samus is turning her head and stuff. Yeah, there's a cutoff. Yeah, somewhere the torso is the same, standing or sitting. Just trying to get a feeling for how this game looks the way it does. Hey, Ghoulish. Just the turning alone, you don't see that very much, like that many frames as the character's turning in anything like this. You never see that many frames dedicated to that. So when you put some real time into that, it's impressive. Here's some real Chozo stuff. Morph ball, double jump. What do we got? Space jump. No, just artifacts, right? Okay, so they're doing this. 12. Okay. Ooh, we have a, yeah, power grip. I was about to say, what am I playing? Do you not recognize at least some of this? This is a fan game called Prime 2D. And, it's, I believe, meant to be strongly inspired by Metroid Prime. No, I'm just curious. I mean, just Metroid is such a popular series. Although, I guess, considering there hasn't been a game in forever. Well, no, that's not true. Mercury Stream did the remake of Metroid 2. Ooh, I see. No missiles. But yeah, this is this is meant to be inspired by Metroid Prime. By the look of it, inspired by Metroid Prime 1. But yeah, if you haven't played them, they're Metroid Prime is the 3D series for Metroid on the GameCube, mostly on the GameCube. 3 was on the Wii. Shouldn't be going to the doorway there. So yeah, Metroid Prime 3 was in the Wii. First two were on GameCube. I think the first is probably my overall favorite of the series. I think Metroid Prime 3 though has the best gameplay, I think. Even though it's not so 3 is a lot more linear. Here we go. Could they by any chance be giving me like boost ball or something early? Something like that. Well, no, I didn't even have Morph Ball yet, though, so why would they give it to me? How did I even get up here last time? Yeah, there, yeah. Playing this with keyboard and mouse is incredibly jarring. It's so hard to play this with keyboard and mouse. I'm looking forward to if they, whenever, like, assuming this doesn't get completely shut down, when they add controller support. Oh yeah, I could even shoot that. Yeah, so they probably are waiting for bombs or something. But no, I prefer they just lock my my cursor to around here and just be, you know, analog stick aiming. Yeah, no, it's 100%. I'm pretty sure. That's kind of why I'm bewildered that, like, why would they have released this demo and not the full game immediately? Also, hi, Pilot. Well, but the thing is, though, is that, well, why, like, after, I mean, Nintendo clearly has, very clearly has a track record of shutting stuff down, and people know. You know, so it's like, why chance it? Like, it's definitely playable with the controls, though. It's just, this is not how I would expect to play a game like this. I mean, there's certain things that controllers are just better for, like like snapping between left and right for your aiming. Like, do I have to move the mouse the entire way over here, or do I snap an analog stick left and right or something? You know, or even just a D-pad. I mean, at least in this case, like my arrow keys are about as responsive as a D-pad, but like comfort-wise and aiming-wise. Oh, there is the button for the scan visor, right? Oh. Transfer to Chosen Ruins West has been activated. I missed the other thing, though. Hold on. Oh, I hate having to hold it. Oh, yeah, I was trying to figure out how I would get to the rest of the text. Yeah, I was like sitting there mouse wheeling it. The Mummy Demastered? I played that. I have a playthrough on YouTube. I broke the final boss. I never went back and did the final boss proper. I kind of gave up because it was so hard. Like, I beat the game, but the final boss broke for me, so I like I had a cruisy run. Oh. Oh, I can see, okay. So, can go to the other side. Oh, okay, this goes away. Can't scan that, though? No, it's Q, that's what it is. Nope, I wish it would just, like, once I successfully scanned it, I wish I could let off the right mouse button. Upon reaching your promised home, a golden age of peace and prosperity would manifest. Don't know how much of this I'm going to read because this is just the demo, and I'm assuming this is going to get shut down. I don't know how much of this is going to be like important or is going to change at release or whatever. Do I still play Dark Souls? No, not really. I still play some Souls games, but sort of as they come up. Complex platforming, or any sort of precise platforming whatsoever with a keyboard and mouse is just not my thing. I think I had my fill of Dark Souls. I'm kind of done with it. I can't get up there yet. I'm hoping that Elden Ring turns out to be alright, though. I don't have my hopes held high. I'm expecting it to get in some sort of development hell. Or be PS5 only or something. Yeah, I spent so much time trying to work out a decent workflow to make good YouTube videos. And I kind of burnt out trying to make it work. I learned a lot, though. Oh, jeez. I wish 2014 me knew as much as I know now about video editing and stuff. Architect and his followers could not come to a unified conclusion, and once again, Third Guardian would be destroyed. I feel like back in 2014 I had so much more energy for video editing stuff. And like nowadays, it's like I know how to do the editing work better, but I just don't have the time and energy to do it. The thing for me about Elden Ring is I don't know how Miyazaki and Martin are going to get along well enough to produce a game, and it's my understanding that maybe Martin had actually finished the scripts and just handed off some like broad stroke stuff, and FromSoft's taking it from there. And the leaked trailer, like the small bit that I saw, probably shouldn't be taking those out. The leaked trailer that I saw had a couple things that looked very Souls-like, like extremely Souls-like. Like Elden Ring could very well have just been Dark Souls 4 under a different name. Hey, This kind of looks like they're trying to replicate the beginning of the original Prime, where you can't get your you don't get your missiles. Yeah, they're literally doing that. My concern was that I didn't think that my concern was that I can't get it. All right, fine. Was that Martin making... That was a nice twist. That was a nice turn animation. My concern was that Martin wouldn't be comfortable doing stuff on a game development timeline. Because developing games is not something you can just like treat as like a book project. You can't do it slow, you can't take your time. Did I ever watch... I watched a small bit of it. Looks like an MMO. I didn't see all of it, I guess. What I saw is that it was supposed to be, people were saying it was open world. Most of what I saw was a fight against a dragon and what looked like soul mass, and some very Dark Souls looking movement and character style. There we go. I can't get... Am I stuck? Ooh. They're taking this further. This feels kind of very, more Metroid Fusion. You think it looks extremely Dark Souls 3? It definitely looks Dark Souls. The, Elden Ring, the leak did. I'm kind of fine with that. Like, I probably won't be as into it as I was with the earlier Souls games, but I'm still fine with, you know, more of whatever that ends up being. I don't expect it to be, you know, a paragon of tuning and balance and stuff, and I don't think they're going to recapture the ideas that made Dark Souls 2 great, but it's like pizza. It's like bad Souls is still Souls. Bad pizza, still pizza. The only reason why I didn't go back to the earlier games was just because I played so much of them. I played them to death. Here we go. Oh, I was about to say, if I killed it in the wrong spot, could I not get my missiles? Yeah, 3 definitely were at its welcome really quickly. Last Metroid game you played was in Game Boy? Which would have been what? Metroid 2? 2 I didn't especially like, but I can see, looking back on it, I can see why people would have liked it a lot. For me, I went straight from Metroid 1 to Super Metroid. And that was what, oh, that's it, that's their demo, okay. Yeah. Super Metroid was so good, it's hard not to compare everything else to that. Plus, I like Super Metroid's physics better. Their jump physics have never been recreated. Not because you can't, just because nobody seems to want to. And the jump physics for Super Metroid, are just so satisfying. I know they're slower, but it's like they have such a good space feel. It's got like good weight to it and stuff. Even the feel, the style of it. So, even though the polish of this is good, not having the jump physics that I like is kind of a bummer, especially because of Metroid Prime. If they're trying to be influenced by Metroid Prime, then having the super fast jumps doesn't capture that. It's still very well polished, you know. I mean, there's some stuff that I'd prefer that I would prefer that they would do differently. Like, I wish the music feels more steered in the direction of, like, if they took Metroid Prime and reinterpreted it like Zero Mission, that's kind of what I feel like. I feel like everyone's using Zero Mission as the model for their Metroid, where I wish people would use Super Metroid as their model for their Metroid instead. But it's still good. Let's escape to continue playing. So I had 20% items. I'm gonna browse a bit and see if there's other stuff I can get, like besides just missiles and stuff. So my understanding, I might be wrong on this, but even if Nintendo does shut it down, this is still going to put these people on the radar. So a good example, if I remember correctly, is I'm pretty confident that A2MR's level designer did some stuff for Ori and the Blind, or no, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I keep wanting to say Blind Forest. So I mean, if you can get this far, this is like good resume material. Yeah. Now, what they could do, you know, they could use their talent and ability and not get shut down by Nintendo, and just create something with a different, you know, their own IP or, you know, some other IP. That might be better. Oh, I like the offset reflection in the background. That's nice. Do I play any fighting games like Tekken? I actually have been meaning to upload. I had gone through the story mode for Tekken 7 a while back. I should have all of it captured. All of it should have been should be saved somewhere. I'm terrible at it, so it might be funny to watch. I played a decent amount of Street Fighter 4 a while back, but I was never especially great at it. Is this meant to be a save point? Yeah. My main in Street Fighter 4 was Gouken, and I was alright with him. The biggest thing is I ran up against the bad matchmaking in the netcode quicker than I was able to really get good at Street Fighter 4. And then Street Fighter 5, I played a bit of, but there were a couple things. One is that the netcode is, even though it's rollback, it's not amazing. So it's not like certain matches just suck. Because my main in Tekken, I didn't have a main. I literally only played the story mode. I was planning on picking up and learning Geese, because he's just a cool character. I mean, I know he's not a Tekken character, but cool character regardless. Well, the thing is though is that Geese's inputs, like, so apparently the issue with Tekken, the thing that got me with Tekken was apparently Harada really likes overcomplicated inputs. It's like really garbage inputs. All these like diagonal button presses. I want to play this with a controller. Hate playing this. So like, I could certainly play games with keyboard and mouse. Platformers are not one of them. I think style-wise, here we go, yeah. Having no freaking... There's... Okay. Wasn't sure... So, Morph Ball doesn't always look like that. So I wasn't sure what the icon was going to be this time. I figured one of them would be Boost Ball. One of them would eventually be Morph Ball. I don't think I found bombs yet. I think if I had infinite time and infinite ability, I probably would have picked up Yoshimitsu if I was going to do like long-term Tekken stuff. Or Geese, because I think Geese is just a cool character, but obviously not a Tekken character. Nephew super into Mortal Kombat 11 local tournaments. So, the funny thing about Mortal Kombat is I played, you know, first 3 up to Ultimate Mortal Kombat, then forgot about Mortal Kombat for a while. Oh yeah, you gotta scan it. I didn't play anything in Mortal Kombat up until like Mortal Kombat 9, the relaunch or whatever. And then I played mostly Smoke. And apparently Smoke was a crappy bottom tier character, but I liked him anyways. Never got especially good. Mortal Kombat X comes out, and I picked up Raiden in that, and I don't think I was especially great, but early on PS4 I had 46 wins in a row in ranked. Like pretty early on. Raiden, the lightning dude. Thunder God or whatever. And if I had picked up Mortal Kombat 11, I would have probably picked up Raiden again. Because it looks like Raiden is better now. No, I know, like, you probably expected me to pronounce it Raiden, but in Mortal Kombat, unlike in, like, everywhere else, you know, Metal Gear Rising, whatever, they pronounce it Raiden, which is just, alright. Damn you, freaking keyboard and mouse controls. Can you not re-enter your ship once you get the Morph Ball? Thinking Tekken Raven? Street Fighter V, I was hoping that Akuma would play very similar to Goken. And the big thing that put me off for a while was that Akuma, the Demon Flip for Akuma got changed to a quarter or a half circle instead of an SRK. Come on, give me the super grip. I don't know if I can get up here anymore. Oh no, you know what it is? Right. The straight up jumps have a little more height. Right. When's the last time I played anything Metroid? Alright, hold on. Oh, they literally want bombs, okay. But I was okay with Akuma when I was playing him. But like having Akuma has some like his V trigger 1 or his V skill 1, I should say. His V skill 1 and can I play split works? I don't know. Not that I can tell. Also, hey Ryu. What was I gonna say? So yeah, Akuma having half circles and his weird V skill just threw me off. To 15. Is it not 5 each? Did I have 10 already? This kind of looks like a bug. A minor one. I think there may not be more left. I'm gonna browse around a bit more, but I think I might have gotten everything. I don't know, maybe like it depends on whether or not the item percentage is real. Am I a Resident Evil fan? Not in particular, no. Like, I've been intending to go back and play the Resident Evil 1 and 2 remakes. I played 4 back in the day. I actually didn't finish it. It's not that I didn't like it. I just kind of fell off. It didn't grab me past Salazar or whatever, the little dude. Resident Evil 8. You mean Village? With the giant lady. What's her name? D something. It's not Demetrius. It's like Des something. I don't know. I might have that wrong. Demetrius. I don't even. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Thanks to Capcom, everybody knows your shoe size. And underwear color. I wonder if this is... Yeah, this is supposed to tip you off. Oh good, I'm glad I didn't need anything to get in here. Speed booster. Could they, by any chance, put in the speed booster at this point? I don't know how you would speed boost here, though. Oh, maybe you can get in here too, then, yeah. Nope. Nah, okay. Definitely not a fan of the music style in this. Like, it's executed well, it's just not... The style doesn't appeal to me. It doesn't feel Metroid. Metroid basically typically will alternate between like this sort of like formal military style, you know, very kind of upbeat and stuff. Well, the character is Samus. It's meant to be Samus. Yeah. I mean, they're literally making a Metroid Prime fan game. You know, they're not really beating around the bush except for the name. Yeah, I don't know how to... I'll have to look around a bit, I guess. Well, you know what? Yeah. Probably want you to use the scan bars more. Map station, offline. Unavailable without power. It's a Metroid Prime 2D fan game. D-make, yeah. Boost ball, yeah. Okay. Oh, hold on a sec. They even tell you about the other thing. About the tile type here. Yeah, they want me to use the bombs that I don't have yet. And my posture playing this game sucks. My posture is awful right now. Retreat into its root network. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, missile, okay. Absolver? I played a bunch of Absolver a while back. I was one of the better stagger players. Well, for a while I was pretty much the best. As much as the super toxic community would have argued otherwise. Absolver, the toxicity of the Absolver community is basically like, take a fighting game community and let them be super small to where it's easy for them to collapse and eat themselves. Yeah, there's no way to get up here, I don't think. But I wanna. Did I PvP? That was most of what I did. I mean, that's most of what Absolver was. Oh, you can scan it. I was about to say. Surely you could scan the ship. You get tired of it? It was really good. It's unusual and it's, you know, difficult to get used to. Nowadays, most of it is just there's not enough players. And a lot of the people who stuck around... A lot of people who stuck around, basically, they're so heavily invested in it that they don't leave room for other people to get into it. You want a copy of Absolver when they release? That one beta player backhanded everyone on stream. Oh, the one dude who basically had a one-move deck. Yeah. That person was a regular troll. They're always searching for ways to upset people. That's their thing. They basically get off on pressing people's buttons. People's decks are too fast? Well, what ended up happening actually is the slower, like the 12 and less frame moves especially got nerfed. Like, so those are extremely stamina negative on block. So like if people are just trying to rush you down, you can just sit there and block and you're fine. They'll run out before you do. Not like there's ship damage. I wonder how much stuff I can actually get here. I wonder if all the items you see are accessible here. Oh, with the parry class. Forsaken is hard to... It's hard to make to play well, yeah. Just because like you feel very limited and you feel like you're mostly returning to neutral every time you parry somebody. Like certain decks would be good with it. Like the way I formed my deck would be good with Forsaken just because it benefits most from resetting to neutral. If you immediately reset everyone's pressure and you're back to square one, that's where my deck would shine. My deck, though, builds more on stagger than that, though, so it's like, it's not a direct one-to-one translation. Small magnetic coils and semiconducting materials. No power detected. Oh, I didn't mean to go back in. Ah, you're killing me. Alright. And the dodge class, Windfall? Windfall I found to be the... For me, like, I felt like it had the highest potential, but it was the hardest to use. More so than even Stagger. It's just Windfall requires you to be absolutely ridiculously good. And I know the super tryhards in the Absolver community would disagree with that, but they're endlessly contrarian and toxic. If you don't play exactly how they want, then they basically will assume that A, you're going to bounce off the game, B, you're going to corrupt other players, and C, you're just not going to be enough. Like, you're not going to be a good entry into the. I need to wait for the sandstorm to show up again. They'll basically assume that you're not going to be a good entry. Like, you're not good fodder to play with because you don't play how they play. It's really tough to be a streamer with that community. You got to cut them off. You got to do follower only and just not deal with them. That's part of why I've been having trouble justifying going back to Absolver, because it's like the only way you can really make it work is to bring your own community into the game. and I don't have a big enough community of players to do that. I wonder what's... Okay, what had set off... I had a sandstorm once, and I don't know what caused it. Actually, you know what? Maybe I shot that blower thing. One of the only time you streamed anyone was the Witness dev playing Absolver. Yeah, I guess a lot of people played Absolver. Oh wait, what about this one? Yeah, both of them had no power. What if I let them live? Nah. Yeah, I don't actually think I can get in there anyways. I just don't know why there was a sandstorm for just a little bit. And it did affect your jump trajectory, so it was like... There was something to it. May shift in response to explosive force. Okay, this is where they want. May lack structural integrity. Oh, I already got this, okay. Have I tried Dark Souls 1? What do you mean? Have I played it ever? Or... I don't... Like, some of the questions I don't... Like, you remember... You do remember... asking me earlier if I still play Dark Souls, right? Do you mean remastered? Oh, lately, okay. No, I haven't touched any Dark Souls since probably at least 2018? I think I loaded it up once to test Parsec at one point. Ah, I see, okay. Yeah, 2 was fun. The PvP got... The netcode sucked, the damage formula sucked. And they nerfed lighter builds and spellcasting into the ground because they don't understand how their own damage formula works. But I had fun while it lasted, and the PvE is still good. Thunder Claymore. Well, what do you mean? Just like... For Dark Souls 2, I think I mostly played a pure spellcaster. Trying to think of how much time did I spend playing anything else besides that. Got nerfed? Well, and a lot of stuff got nerfed in Dark Souls. Oh, you mean that the lightning weapons very early on in Dark Souls 1 getting nerfed? I mean, yes, but that was a long ass time ago. It was like one of the first. Well, I don't know. That was like 1.5, like right before the patch that nerfed Dark Wood Rain Ring. I don't know. It was early. Ooh, hello. Oh, yeah, but I can't wall jump up to it, okay. They're certainly presenting this like they were expecting you to be able to get into some of this stuff. A low frequency signal can be traced to a matching device on the opposing wall. I don't know. I don't want to make you think that I'm going to be jumping back to Dark Souls anytime soon. So try not to give the impression that's what you think, because the only FromSoft Souls game I'm going to be playing anytime soon is probably going to be Elden Ring. Maybe Sekiro. Like maybe the final ending, but I'm not, I don't know. I've kind of had my fill. Like, it was good. Go while it lasted. Last Souls like I played recently was Shattered, which is good. A little bit rough around the edges. Last first-person shooter I had played. I'm trying to think. I had gotten a small amount of time with Overwatch at one point. There was like a free weekend, and a viewer had even bought it for me, and then donated like $200, or tipped, I should say. Legally, it's tipped. Like $200 for you know, any skins or anything I wanted to buy, or whatever I wanted to spend money on. And I kind of want to give it back now because I feel bad about Overwatch, with how things turned out. I'm not sure what the last one is that I played. The Souls PvP was like the selling point of the games. 2 was the only game where the PvE was especially great. And that and Demon Souls. Dark Souls 1 PvE was okay. It worked in very, very quickly. It was like, after the first playthrough, I just wanted the PvP. Yeah, I did play a bit of For Honor, the beta and shortly after release. I ended up putting it down, though. Here we go. Wait, does this one say it's active? No. I will never give For Honor another shot. Age of Silence. More talk about this third Guardian. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Cannon. The thing about For Honor that killed it for me was that... What was this again? Just a tablet. Yeah, I can't get in. The thing that killed me with For Honor was just that the guard change speeds for the characters were dramatically different for the longest time, and it made certain matchups like Raider versus Peacekeeper impossible, just because the Peacekeeper could change their guard direction and attack before the Raider could even finish switching. So all the Peacekeeper had to do is just get close and keep switching opposite of what the Raider had, and you really didn't have any good options at that point. And it's my understanding that there was sort of internal debate for that for the longest time. And somebody had the ability to win out on that debate for a long time. And because of that, I don't trust their design team. I don't think they're going to make a game that's satisfying. They're whatever mentality had led to the guard change stuff. Heat bombs. Whatever design mentality led to the guard change issues still exists working on For Honor, and thus I will never play it. I don't care if they fixed it. I think they only did it begrudgingly, and I think they're going to continue to make bad decisions like that. Man, I'm not seeing any other, I didn't scan the boss. It's kind of funny, I found all the stuff before bombs. Oh, this is just, yeah, this is just the ending. A rift in space-time is preventing further progress. Perhaps it's a sign of more to come, yeah. Yeah, I get you. Oh, those don't damage you. Trying to remember how much of this was is just text from just a copy from Metroid Prime. I'd imagine, since I haven't seen any tweets saying that they were shut down, that maybe a lot of this is written on their own. Like, that's probably a chunk of it. The fact that they, like, there's nothing directly copied, at least, that they haven't immediately been shut down. It is really weird, though, thinking that I haven't heard anything about this game being shut down yet. I guess maybe Nintendo is like, it's on a weekend. They've had a couple days to notice. Nintendo is normally really, really aggressive with this sort of stuff. I don't know if there's anything more for me to do here. A sticky note is attached which states under construction. Okay. Yeah, there's the wind again. I wish I knew if there's any way to reliably trigger that or what, because I want that for the sandstorm earlier. All right, yeah, you can't. Damn it. Can't wall jump directly up. If I just aim at a good angle. Oh, these are crumble blocks. I have to get it somewhere else. Whenever the wind picks up again. I don't know how advanced they're thinking here. Advanced kinetic force, huh? Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, I gotta get that boost ball. Oh, this is gonna be one of those boost ball generators. Yeah, I can't get in yet. Okay, all right. So they're really making it look like I can get them, but I don't have any. Oh, I haven't gotten up high enough. I don't think. I know one of the doors is closed off. Also, Cannon, how was the end of... I don't know if you finished it or not. You were getting pretty close. Did you finish up Narita Boy? You were going through that game way faster than I was. Like you were beating bosses first try. Some of the later bosses I wasn't super great with. I don't know if I was getting tired or because I'm just getting sloppy maybe. Guardian left the Chozo behind, okay. I never got a good beat on what like the big overarching Chozo lore was. I knew some of it. I have no idea if I can get another sandstorm. Probably not. here's more stuff. To a distant network above. %73% increase in acoustically reflective attributes. I wonder what that's going to end up meaning. Vines can potentially ensnare and deform the metal. I wonder if at some point later in this, they're planning on making it to where the elevators take you to a different location. I mean, assuming they make it to release. If I could just get up here, I think there's some more stuff up there. Just don't seem to have any way to do it yet. It's already there. Oh, this is supposed to be Talon 4? Oh, okay, yeah, it's supposed to be Metroid Prime, right? Yeah, okay, so they're definitely not... They're not being like a Metroid Prime adventure, they're doing... This is Metroid Prime. Kind of surprised then that they're not doing the more like sci-fi style of the music. Oh man, I really want to get the boost ball. It will be interesting as well if boost ball ends up being the thing you get early, having not found bombs yet. Well, if this is like my Metroid Prime playthrough, then it would end up being like, rather than getting any of this stuff, I'd have Space Jump first. Yeah, okay, so there's no getting up there for now. I grabbed the unpatched like Kmart edition off of eBay. The one or two times that I'd actually used eBay, because I wanted to be able to do all the skips and stuff. Yeah, I actually probably should have spent some real time reading up on the Prime lore, because I don't remember it all. Oh, you can scan, yeah, right, you can scan each of these. So it's funny. Normally, I'd be sitting here reading these out loud, but I think for a game that I think is probably going to end up getting shut down by Nintendo, and I'm content to wait for it to be released. I'm not like in a rush to read everything. It is absolutely premature for them to be announcing this. Or putting out the demo, I guess. But who knows? Maybe they somehow have some way to get under Nintendo's radar for long enough. The eyes are on. Definitely well made. I would hope that if maybe they have an infrastructure such that if they do get a cease and desist from Nintendo, they can just replace out some sprites and change out the music. Because whatever this is called, you know, instead of Metroid, it's called Motroid? I don't know. Motroid Prime. Similar but legally distinct. That's kind of what I think they should have done. They should have basically said, "All right, we're gonna copy all the general ideas from Metroid, give it a different coat of paint, and just work on that." And you know, I think that's kind of what the issue that they have is the same thing. Like so people give AAA devs a lot of shit for saying, "Oh, well, we're gonna reuse this IP for some other game. You know, we're gonna use one of our beloved IPs and use that as a coat of paint on some game, right?" And it's like, man, people were like, "Oh, you shouldn't have. Dark Souls 2 would have been fine if it just wasn't a Dark Souls game, right?" And I think the problem is that Dark Souls 2 would have had like no visibility if it wasn't called Dark Souls 2. And I think fan games are getting into that same boat of basically saying nobody's going to care about our game no matter how well polished it is and how well produced it is, unless it's actually designed to be another, you know, basically a fan interpretation of another Metroid game or Mario or whatever, you know, whatever IP that they want to use. And it certainly does put them on the radar. You know, A2MR is AM2R is certainly a good example of that. Yeah, I want to get in there. Did I not already get this? Didn't have the morph ball? Wait, hold on a sec. Boost ball. Ah, there's the bombs. Okay, shush. Now the question ends up being, how do I get in there? Did I not scan something a second ago that said missile refill, and I just somehow managed to lose it? Oh, you know what? It was just the simple power-ups. Oh. How did I fall this time? I mean, there must have been a block that I had hit with a missile and didn't. It probably because I guess I couldn't scan it. I think there must have been a block here that I didn't notice. Alright, well, we got bombs. Yeah. Well, it seems like the refill for bomb jumping is very similar to the first game, or to Metroid Prime, not to Prime 2D, where like doing multi-bomb jumps isn't like super practical. Well, I can get Boost Ball now. Oh, right. Can't go up there yet. Maybe, you know what it is? I think I coasted over it so quick. There was no block in the way at all. I just didn't stomp over it. Pretty sure I need to be on the right here. Is it just that I needed to be on the... Oh, maybe you needed to be looking up as you do it or something. I don't know. Maybe I just had to be perfectly centered. Here we go. Little baby boost. It's kind of strange that they're using this particular theme as well. If this is supposed to be Talon 4, why wouldn't they have not used that particular track? You know? It's kind of strange. I don't think there's anything new for me to get here. Yeah, there's nothing. Okay, well, there's a couple places where I can use bombs, boost stuff. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure there was no speed booster in Prime. It's been so long. Not having speed booster is going to be an interesting change for a lot of Metroid players. In a 2D game, I mean. Right, I couldn't do anything here. Pretty sure there's a speed booster spot over there to work with, though. Okay, alright. What did this give me? Nothing super obvious. Guess they're trying to demonstrate that that's a thing you can do? Oh, maybe they just want you to scan the top of this. The founder, okay, so it was, at least that was a Chozo. Because I am not up to date on Metroid lore. And I don't even know how much of this is new and how much of this is stuff that they've just created, or how much is, you know, that they've basically taken from base Metroid. Ooh, okay, well now you got some lightning. Alright, well there's a couple more things for me to do. Does it say on the map somewhere? Well, here we go, yeah. One day this will be playable with controller, assuming it doesn't get shut down by Nintendo. There was some name of the engine that they were using for this that I want to look into. I wonder if it's something that they made or something pre-existing. It wasn't like Godot or Unity or Game Maker or something. Ah, don't go back into it, dummy. Oh, I broke a little bit. I broke a tiny bit of this. I figured there would be something that would show up, because otherwise it's been, outside of maybe a minor tile mistake, this has been pretty solid. can't remember where it was. I know there was one other spot. One or two other spots where I can use a boost ball. One was like... One was like on this... in this screen, I think. Wonder what made them decide to do it effectively a twin stick style. You know, like the way that Terraria or, you know, Noita or whatever controls. Yeah, I can't get into that. Yeah, so I can't get in there. It's weird there was like a boost ball spot though. Maybe that's what they wanted. They made a boost off of this. No. One spot down. It's like right over. Oh, right. So I need to go... Something... Oh, right. Yeah. That's right. It's right over here. Oops. Alright, what are we at? 94.9, so there's one more little spot somewhere. I think towards the boss, maybe? Like, I'm not dying to 100% this, but I'm just curious. Like, I think I have all the power-ups they're gonna give me. Yeah, okay. Yeah, nothing here. Well. Yeah. Here we go. I think this is going to be the end of it. Okay, yeah. Oh, well, I guess you could just do the grip as well. I was thinking maybe they really wanted to, Maybe they really, really wanted to show that you could double bomb jump. That's me wanting to play Metroid my way. Sequence break and bomb jump everything. I never was good at any bomb jumping besides Super Metroid. And I was only okay at that. The Metroid Prime timing I only got familiar with because there were a couple skips that I liked. And I can only visualize them. I don't even remember where they are now. 94.9 still. Is there just a bit of homing on those? I think there is. Teensy bit. Ooh, hello. How do I get to you? That's probably the remainder of the map there. Yeah. .9. I don't... Huh. Don't know what else they expect here. This might actually be it. No, that's not it. There's a bunch of random small touches in this that you wouldn't expect in a demo for a fan game that I couldn't see surviving Nintendo's gaze. Like, even the footstep sounds are kind of above and beyond what they need to do. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely am not seeing... Oh, wait, huh. Here's our log. How do I go down, then? There's a down arrow. Like, mouse wheel scrolling, like, keyboard WASD doesn't go up and down. Oh, you drag it. Okay, alright, you... Hints, totems, 100%. Lore, research, creatures. Yeah. Show me the item percentage. Well, I can always just go to the... Let's do this. Let's just go ahead and just go to the time distortion or whatever it is. Because I'm satisfied. I've seen enough. It's definitely well made. With the exception of, at least please have controller support. I kind of don't know. Maybe it's something like whatever engine that they're using, I don't know if it's homebrew or not, doesn't have like basic X input controller support or something, and they have to put that in from scratch. They just didn't feel like doing it. It's probably my only real complaint. That and the music is, the music doesn't feel Metroid, and it doesn't feel Metroid Prime especially. It's well executed. It just doesn't feel appropriate to the medium. It doesn't feel appropriate to Metroid. Definitely solid, though. I would hope that they could... 86.7, okay. Oh, they even give you the, You obviously, you have the different, endgame Samuses. Sami? Let me go and just get to a save point real quick. Oh wait, they say continue playing. Oh, alright. They put the, They put it back? Yeah, okay, when you go back in. I think the biggest thing, I think, that kind of stood out to me, like, the general quality is pretty solid. The biggest thing that I think stood out to me, out of all the things that they put in this so far, is just the turning for Samus, and the fact that there's a front and back version. And you can kind of tell, like, it's there's a lot of different pieces, but they're done so well, like, all together. You know, you've got a little bit of pieces for, like, even the shoulder pads and stuff, you could see it changing to different frames. Stuff that could just be moved left and right and nobody would care too much. And it's going to be kind of sad to see, like, somebody with a lot of attention to detail putting this stuff together, all the different things that they've done to make this so, like, well put together for just a, you know, a small scale demo of a fan game. It's a shame that Nintendo is going to be like, nah, and nah, you stop that shit right now. But at least, you know, maybe they could just say they don't plan on finishing it, and that's a luxury, and it's good resume material. Oh, even the projectiles, everything, yeah, even enemies. Even the, yeah, so they didn't half-ass this. They're not just rendering another copy of Samus. They're basically saying all the foreground sprites. Yeah, the only thing I think they're probably not doing is, maybe the lighting effects? No, the lighting effects are being carried over as well. Like the glow around the shots. Yeah, even when the shots, yeah, like everything that they're doing is being reflected in the mirrors. Like all the detail for that, like it's a lot of work to have to throw away once Nintendo says no. But it's good. I hope if they're looking for work in the games industry that this is at least good for that. Even if they're not allowed to finish this.